Hey everybody, what is up? Fourth Seraph here, and today I just wanted to make a quick video talking about Fortnite and some interesting stuff that I noticed. I went to download the game on PS4 the other day. I had initially downloaded it on PC when it first came out, but I wasn't really enjoying it on there, and maybe it's because I'd been playing so much PUBG, and I just kind of felt like Fortnite would be more fun for me to play on PS4, and so I decided that I would wait a little bit and then download it on there when I got a chance. But when I went to download it, I noticed something really interesting. It's not really on any of the front pages for anything, which I thought was a little bit peculiar because I know that this has been so popular because there's so few actual free-to-play games on console because the Sony and Microsoft really try to push people away from that. They don't really like when people do that, so it's mostly just kind of cheesy, dumb games and things like that. Actually having kind of a full game on there for people to play is pretty discouraged. And I know it's been incredibly popular. It's sold millions and millions of copies so far, or I guess downloaded millions, since don't actually have to buy the Battle Royale mode. If you do actually scroll over, I forget on which page it was, but if you scroll over pretty far, you do eventually find it way below a bunch of games no one has ever heard of, which is weird. But I guess maybe they're just trying to push other games or do things like that. But the real weird part is what happens when you actually go to search and you try and search for Fortnite. When you begin to search for it, what is actually really peculiar and what made me want to make this video is that when you search Fort and you get there, you get a bunch of versions of Fortnite except the free version. So it's weird because you actually go and you search it and it comes up with all of the paid versions and the free version is nowhere to be found. For some reason, even though it's the same game, that one is omitted from the list. So basically, if you're searching, you would go and you would think, oh, maybe it was free for a limited time. Maybe it was not free. Maybe it's only free on PC because this is PS4, so I have to buy it. And although to people like me and maybe even people like you, because you're watching videos on it, you go, well, obviously we know it's free, like you would just keep searching or whatever. That's kind of frustrating. But from the point of the average consumer, even I was talking with some people about this on PS4, and initially I had multiple people whose response was, oh, I guess it's not free, or it maybe was just for the first week or for a limited time, and now you have to buy it. Which just means that what they're trying to do, or it seems like what they're trying to do, is get people in the mindset that like, oh, it's not free, so I guess I'll just have to buy it now. And I kind of have a problem with this. Now, I don't know if this was intentional, but it seems like it has to be because it's so weird that the Battle Royale, the most popular mode, would be omitted from the list and all of the paid versions would be there, seemingly incentivizing or trying to trick people into buying the paid version instead of getting a free version. Now, you do actually search a little bit further and you will find the free version of it, which I did eventually find, but I just feel like for so many average consumers, for people who aren't watching tons of YouTube videos, reading articles, always around this stuff, watching a ton of Twitch streamers, it would be so easy for people to be convinced that this game isn't free and that you do have to buy it. That was even my kind of initial thought is, maybe it's not free on PS4? I don't know. I thought it was. I could have sworn that I heard that. I thought that's what everyone was saying, but now I don't know. Like, maybe I would have to buy it if I want to play it. And now I wouldn't buy it because I do have other stuff to play. I really only want to play it as a free game, but I wonder how many people have thought that. I mean, the game is still cheap with the basic edition. I think right now it's on sale, so it's only like $20. So having something that low priced, it seems like they're trying to just trick people into buying the game. And I guess I can kind of get that because as developers, it's got to be frustrating to design a game and then have your basically PUBG inspired free game mode be way more popular than the game that you actually envisioned and designed. And for Sony, of course, they want people to buy the main game so that they get money from that too, and it's not all just this free to play, and they get a little bit, I think, from the microtransactions and stuff, but obviously you want people to still buy the full game because that's a lot more. So I guess it makes sense that this is happening, but still, I just cannot believe that this is what's going on. And even more sketchy is what I found out when reading Reddit posts, because I was having trouble downloading the game, is that some people were saying initially when the Battle Royale mode first came out, there had been like a pre-download or a beta of it, and they were both still up, and it was really confusing because one said download and one didn't, and people were confused about that, and I was reading about it on Reddit. But that has since been taken down, which means that people have since the launch of the game gone into the menu system, gone into the search system, and where there was a problem, fixed it, which means that people would have seen that the Battle Royale, the free game mode, was not with the paid versions when searching it. You have to actually search further for that one to even show up. So people have seen this, so it's not just something that, oh, maybe no one sees, maybe no one notices, maybe no one at Sony or whatever noticed that this is happening at all. People fixed the search for Fortnite. People took some stuff out. People made it so that the beta version, or whichever one was the one that, like, when the game came out, people were trying to download but couldn't because it was the older version of it, that got taken out and things got fixed, and yet this is still here, which leads me to believe that there's no other explanation, but this is intentional. Sony wants to do this. They want to try and trick people into buying the game, and to me, that is just terrible. It really just frustrates me that they're trying to take advantage of people, because it's people who don't play a ton of video games. It's people who aren't super in the scene and maybe aren't going to notice, and they're just going to trick people, and it's going to be a lot of kids, it's going to be a lot of younger people, it's going to be a lot of people that you shouldn't be trying to take advantage of. It's not coming by the money fair and square by making something good. It's by tricking people into buying the game mode that they probably don't actually want because maybe they just saw their favorite streamer playing Battle Royale and that's all they want to do, because no one really cares about the main game mode. And if you play it and you like it, that's cool. I just literally haven't seen anything about it. It just doesn't seem that popular, and that's okay. But the Battle Royale mode is what people seem to want, and to not just let people have that to try and trick people into buying your main game just seems so sketchy. And it really just frustrates me. But let me know what your guys' thoughts are in the comments below, and if this is something that you think is kind of sketchy and stuff too, I would ask that you would just share this video and help kind of raise some awareness of this, because it would actually be nice if we could get some traction on this, and then maybe Sony will see and they will switch stuff around so that kids and people like that aren't kind of getting scammed in this way, because I feel like there's just going to be so many kids that think, oh, it was free, but then it's not, and so, okay, like, mom, you have to buy this game for me, and I just hate the idea that kids and people like that would be taken advantage of. Just really dumb to me. So leave a like on this video, leave a comment, share it if you can, and anyways, guys, until next time, I will see you online.